Hello and welcome back to Reddit Insanity number 36.
It's always insane.
Every week. Alrighty, we start off with a post by Throwing Up Vomit. That is the person's name.
Great username.
Oh, just wonderful. The person puts, they called us 2 minutes before we were closing to stay open and wait for them, because guess this, they went to the other competition liquor store, but they locked the door in their faces.
I don't know if I would have the gumption to do that. Yeah, to a customer.
That's hilarious.
Just stare him dead in the eye as the lock fucking turns.
As they were getting just a small bottle of vodka, no big deal. Well, that's because they were closing just like us. We told them if they made it in time, sure. We ended up locking the doors and shutting off the lights a minute early.
You know, that's a movie scene to me, right? It's like, if you guys can make it in time, no problem. And then the scene cuts to like a really like steep, like we're on the downward side, right, of a road on a hill, and you see a car come over the fucking top. You know what I mean? We're getting to that liquor store.
Anyways, it's 6 minutes after. They pull up to the drive-thru window. They start calling us repeatedly on different numbers. Will not go away. They are blaring their horn. We're all hiding in the corner.
What the fuck? Wait a minute, like if you're closed, you're closed.
Right. But they're calling the store still.
And look at the damn sign. It says closed at this time. We're closed. That has to be like, they must be an alcoholic. Like they get the shakes if they don't get drinks.
I've seen those. I've definitely seen them.
One of my favorite comedians, Greg Ferguson, because I have his books, he talks about alcoholism. Like, he said he does not feel good back in the day until he had that first drink in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, he would just have like this, like, just in like this doom sense in his fucking soul. And like the shakes and like him describing it is fucking horrifying.
Well, that reminds me, there's a channel on YouTube, I think it's called Whiskey Tribe, if I remember right. But they did, them and this one guy from that channel, they invited a comedian on there that's a huge, like, Churchill fan, I guess, you know? So they went in and it's like, they tried to drink like Churchill for the entire day.
Uh-huh.
That motherfucker drank so much. I don't know how he was standing every single day.
Well, shit.
He woke up with an ounce of whiskey and a glass of water every morning.
Someone's gonna win World War II.
It's like, but by the time it's like the next day, whatever it shows, it's like, dude, that sucked. And we drink whiskey for a living? Because that's their whole channel. Like, they own a distillery and stuff. Like, but they couldn't even do it. It's like, fuck. And then smoking the cigars along with it. Alrighty, so continuing on. They left finally after a while of harassing us. This is almost a nightly occurrence. Not to this extreme, but definitely have customers calling us to ask us to stay open for them or banging on the doors asking if we were open.
How hard is it to go somewhere all the time? You know what I mean? Just get there.
Hard. They do the same thing in the morning before we open, but day shifters are kiss asses.
Like, come in, we'll open 10 minutes early. Fuck that. You gotta set a precedent. If you cave, we all cave.
And are 100% committed to the store, so they, of course, obliged. They let them in early.
God dang.
They ruined it for the evening shift.
Day shift is soft. Night shift of the Warriors.
Night shift closes early and hides in the corner.
I'd stand right by the door. We were closed.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, like, I gotta follow this is the law.
Next one is by Apperceptive C.
It's a weird one.
Yeah. This person puts, I work at a bookstore that also has a coffee shop in it. Between the cafe and our customer service desk, we used to have 2 large, comfy chairs and a table. They were meant for customers to look through books, relax while shopping, enjoy their food and coffee, etc. Notice how I said used to. We had to get rid of the chairs and the table specifically because of a certain customer.
I love it when it's the one person.
Fucks it up for
everybody like. I thank you, man, that we can't open hotel room windows. I appreciate
it. Where they're nailed.
Yeah, we're fucking sealed shut because of whoever motherfucker ruined it for everybody. I can't get some fucking fresh air because of you.
Yep. He just had to try to jump.
He had to do something. I don't know what he did.
This man comes in multiple times a week, sometimes with his wife. He would just sit there in the chair for hours, sometimes until we closed.
Let me apologize, by the way, for my fucking snorting and stuff. My nose is fucked up.
He never bought anything. He didn't even grab a book or a magazine to peruse. He would take off his shoes and use the table as a footrest.
Oh, fuck.
He would watch YouTube videos on the loudest volume on his phone. He would fall asleep in the chairs with his shoes off, his YouTube going still, and just act like he owned the place. We had to ask him several times to put his shoes on because the man was literally feet from where we were serving food. That's not okay.
Jesus, no kidding.
And his wife, I couldn't stand either.
See, like, that's the worst, when, like, both the husband and wife are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Usually it's one and not the other. But when it's both,
But when it's both of them, yeah, it sucks.
it's the worst combination.
Because then all they do is, like, they loop their feeds into each other.
Yeah, they just fucking their madness.
It just gets worse and worse, spiraling down even further.
Because one of them doesn't have the decency to be normal.
Right.
To be like, are you insane? Don't do that shit.
But no, we're both
They
crazy.
just keep fucking fueling their own fucking coal it back into each other's asses.
She never bought anything, but would come over to the counter in the cafe where I'm dealing with a line of 10 people and ask for a cup of hot water.
Oh, wow. What the fuck is up with these people?
And heaven forbid you make her wait for it.
For a cup of hot water?
Yeah.
They get scalding and pretend to slip and splash it in their fucking face.
So we had to get rid of the chairs because it was becoming a big problem. And he was so furious when he came in and he saw that we had taken them away.
Where the hell's my chair at? Where am I supposed to sit?
I watched him walk around the store trying to find the chairs.
What would they come in for?
Did you sit there?
What the fuck for? Why would you waste your time to go somewhere and not do anything? You might as well just stay home.
And when he only found the smaller chairs and benches we have, he confronted my manager about it. There are old people like me who need a place to sit.
Oh, and they're old. Man, being that like socially like malicious and old is the worst.
Because the entitlement.
The entitlement of being old, yes. I'm old, so I deserve to be treated with a level of respect I did not earn.
Dude, you're just a loiter. You and your wife aren't even paying customers.
He just fucking called him. You don't buy shit. Get the fuck out.
Then they put an edit on this. No, they are not homeless. And I don't know what they were banned. My best guess is probably because they were doing what they are doing isn't physical harm or distress to the customers. Okay, I get it. Well, I don't know why they weren't banned.
Right. Can't really throw them out.
Right. It's like, they're not homeless. I can't just put them out. It's
You fucking and then like it escalates. He starts taking his socks off. Fucking takes his pants off and drapes it over the other chair. Lets his fucking boxers hang out.
it was probably going to get to them.
It probably was.
Next one is by PJ Rush. This person puts, lady walks up to a register that I'm counting the till at that has a low amount of cash, a few 20s and a couple of 10s. Also, please just go to the bank's ATM for cash back.
Wow.
The light isn't even on to say the lane is open, but she just starts putting her stuff on the belt. I'm already annoyed by this. I'm already annoyed, but this.
So I take it away.
I'm already annoyed by this, but this is in the background. God, the way that was written. I'm a service manager and been working for the company a little over a month. Me, hello, puts till back and starts scanning order.
Her, fuck you.
What's your cashback limit? Me, I'm not sure. I have to ask, but this register doesn't have a lot of cash right now. I can scan your order and take you to customer service for you to pay if that's okay. Her, what? No, I just want to know the limit. Me, okay, sorry. I'm new to the store and I don't know the exact amount. I'll go see how much are you wanting back? Just finished the order. Her, $60. Me, remember there's enough. Oh, I got enough for that. Let's just... No, can you fucking listen? I just want to know the limit. Me, walks back to the cash office.
I'd be like, me, why do you need to know the limit if you only want $60? I'm guessing the limit's $60, wouldn't it?
OM says $250 on register, $100 on self-checkout, and $1,000 at customer service desk. I get a $250 loan and walk back.
God dang, $250 loan. What are you, Walmart?
Her, was that so hard? Me, it was because of you.
Like, what if depends on the customer, yeah.
Her, well, you could have stopped being retarded for a minute and give me an answer and checked.
Damn, she went with the R.
Yeah.
The hard R.
Yeah. On the beginning, not the end. Me, I said I'm new and I didn't know. I thought you wanted a large amount back since you said you wanted 60, and I knew I had enough. Sorry for the confusion. Pulls 220s and 210s from the till after her debit card processed. The max is 250, by the way. Her, rolls her eyes and grabs the money. Where's your supervisor?
Man.
I'm the supervisor right now. Her, well, I guess everyone is retarded then if you don't know. My husband is a finance manager and I'm sure everyone knew everything. Me, someone married you? I feel sorry for him. I just walk off.
Damn, he must have been living his life because he said way too much that would not have been said.
If I wasn't on the clock, I would have said much worse. I probably will get reported for this, but corporate doesn't care. It's like, oh, fuck, somebody married your ass? Bloody shit. I feel bad for him.
I need to know how big your penis is because I can only take 3 inches.
Oh, there's so many times I want to say that kind of stuff to customers, though. It's like, are you fucking retarded? But I can't. Because they will call.
I don't bother anymore. I let them wallow in their own madness.
Next one is by Piro Largo. This person puts, at the store I work at, you're required to ask for ID if the person looks under 40.
Under 40? What the fuck are you saying? Selling grade A plutonium? What do you need to? That's the highest age limit I've ever heard.
If you look under.
Yeah, but I mean,
'Cause
fucking
you
40 is pretty fucking old.
I don't know. Some people hold it together.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what? Under 40? Like, if they looked under 18, I understand. They're saying under 40.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
We also can't sell tobacco products to anyone with an expired ID.
Cool. Yes, under 40 is so stupid.
Yes.
You're asking for trouble.
So this man comes up to my till,
Here's the trouble.
looks to be in his late 20s, early 30s, and wants 4 packs of cigars. I ask for his ID and he flashes it while it's still in his wallet. I tell him I need to scan it, and he tells me it might be expired as I take it from him. It expired 3 years ago.
Damn.
I, of course, tell him politely that I can't sell him cigars with an expired ID, and he just explodes. He claims that...
It'd be funny if, like, he literally just like he just spontaneous combust.
so pissed.
Yeah, like fucking blows. That's a skill right there. It's like, oh my god.
He claims that I sold him cigarettes before with no problem. And
I think we've heard this story.
this is a different one.
Okay.
Same setup, but
Same setup, same problem.
Yep. He claims that I sold him cigarettes before, no problem, and he doesn't understand why I'm giving him so much trouble now. I tell him that I don't recognize him at all because I don't. And he keeps trying to argue with me that I'm full of shit. I tell him I'm not
I'm saying I'm not because I eat enough fiber.
Exactly.
And he loosened it even more.
I tell him I'm not arguing with him, and I'm not selling him these cigars.
How weird would that be if like that happened? Like, you're so full of shit. Nah, I eat fucking Cheerios. Like, they would be so fucking flabbergasted.
Could be what? He storms out, and a couple of minutes later, this woman comes in with her young son, and the lady slaps her ID on the counter and asks for the same cigars the man had before her did.
The wife.
Knowing what's up, I ask her if she's with the man who just came in, and she confirms that she is. So, I have to refuse sale to her, despite her having a valid ID, because I have reason to believe she's going to give the cigars to that man.
Now he's just being a dick.
Yes.
I would have completely just say, whatever, everyone get out.
She explodes on me, too,
And he fucking blows up right next to her son.
and after telling me that it's against the law for me to refuse to sell her these cigars, she asks to talk to my manager.
This he's asking for. I would just give it to her and been done with the shit.
Like, you have an ID.
Yeah, like,
you're not buying it for a kid. It's like,
be gone, ma'am.
I tell her that.
What if, like, he does, right? And then in the outside, you can see him, the sun. He cuts the cigar and it's smoke.
That would be funny.
Like, oh.
I tell her that she needs to come back tomorrow morning when my manager is working, but she refuses to leave and demands to speak with my manager anyway. So I have to call the assistant
So
manager.
I get her in the car. We drive to my manager's house. There you go.
That would be funny. Oh, you see it? Come on.
I get in the car. I said, get in the car.
So I have to call the assistant manager and tell her what's going on. The assistant manager tells me to give the phone to the lady, and I can hear them arguing with each other. It's another 5 minutes before the lady finally slams the phone down and leaves. It's another 5 minutes until she calls the store and my coworker answers. She tells my coworker that I'm such a racist bitch because I refuse to sell cigars to her African American husband, the man who came in first.
The one that blew up?
Yes. My coworker was more angry than I was. I thought it was kind of funny. My manager heard about it the next day and agreed with my decision not to sell them anything. I just wanted to share this crazy story about this dumb Karen and her husband. I think part of it, though, you got on yourself a little.
Yeah, she just gave it to her.
Yeah, maybe
And-
not him, but her.
His idea was invalid. No, but hers was fine. You just wanted to be a dick.
You pretty much, yes. Because if the dates were right and everything, but it was just expired, it's like, come on, bro. Like, really?
It's the law, sir.
It's the law. I can't sell it.
Like it pulls a shotgun in.
Alrighty, next one is by Abyss City.
Abyss City. That sounds like a good city to live in.
Abyss
Sounds like a Batman city where it's like just crime all the
Abyss City.
It's always raining in Abyss City. Haven't seen the sun in 15 years.
Instead of Sin City, Abyss City.
Yeah.
This person puts, like, come on, people. At least make your lives realistic. This customer, these customers confuse me so dang much sometimes. A lady came into the super small gas station that I work at and asked if we had any diet Southern brew tea in half gallons.
Diet Southern Brewing Tea. They don't make it in diet. That's all sugar, ma'am.
A Southern. Like, there's,
A tinge of diabetes in every bottle.
like, for example, you've heard of Milo's tea, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's Milo's tea, and then there's Milo's super sweet tea.
Oh, God. That shit must just be a fucking cup of sugar.
to be fair, that shit bangs. So,
Just a fucking ounce of sugar at the bottom of the fucking cup.
well, I think regular Milo's tea is something about 200 calories, and I think Milo's extra sweet tea is like 260.
It's a lot of shit.
Just another handful of
Yeah,
sugar.
basically. Another fucking chef kiss full of sugar.
Worse than Salt Bay. It's not just dashed in there, it's like poured in there. Alrighty, so I know we specifically don't. We only get shipments in full gallons, and we only get maybe 8 gallons in a shipment to begin with, so since we're a small store. So I tell her this. No, we don't get the half gallons here at all. And what does she reply with? Oh, okay. I know you guys get them sent here since I've been coming in here before, so you guys just put them all in the back then. So, to cut the bullshit, I simply look at my coworker and ask, hey, we don't have any of those back there, right? And she leaves after we both say no. But I'm sorry.
How small is the store? You need 2 employees?
I know. That small of a store and you need 2 employees.
Come on now.
But I'm sorry. What? What do you mean to tell me? I know you get them here. I've bought them before. Do I have,
Ma'am, do you have Alzheimer's?
do I not have the cooler position seared into my eye holes, ma'am?
Like he just lost his fucking mind.
It's like, do I not have them seared into my fucking eye hole?
What if like she's like, what are they right there? He's like, oh yes they are, man. Like what if he's just a lunatic?
That'd be even funnier. Am I not in this cooler for about 8 hours per week every week? Please count the open spots for half gallons with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all filled with different flavors, right?
So he turned into like Nicolas Cage with the ABC thing.
Because this is after she left. He's thinking this to himself.
Oh, I thought he grabbed her by the hand. Follow me, man, to the back. We're gonna check ourselves. Like he fucking holds her hostage for 3 days.
So where do you think these half gallons were supposed to be going in this cooler door? Nowhere, because they don't exist here, and you're being a liar. Why would you tell me that you bought them here when you know for a fact that in almost the what was it, Almost the 2 years I've worked here, we've received a whopping 0 of them. I have nightmares about these milk crates. I know what's in them.
Someone got real mad.
Just shaking.
Like he lost his fucking shit.
He's like, ma'am.
Where the fuck will we put him? In the empty space where there is none?
And luckily he didn't say all this to her. She probably would have been looking at him with her mouth open like, oh my God. Like, damn. You went ballistic over it.
There's some retail that, like, they're not meant for retail.
Yeah, and he's one.
And you can tell when they go insane.
Next one is by
Machimakuchi.
Vivian's mom.
Go on.
The reason I was looking at it real weird is because it was VY,
VY.
not KY, VY. This person puts, nasty cow of a customer
Out the gate. This fucking heifer of a customer still chewing on grass when she walked in.
This big bone bitch.
Man, meanest intro I've ever heard.
Nasty cow.
God dang. Mouse.
Wearing her spotted black and white clothes. Alrighty, so nasty cow of a customer sneering at a very new and young staff member while she was innocently folding shirts at her store. Why'd you want to do that for a job?
Do what, fold clothes? Easy as fuck.
I had to reply. Her tax pays your benefits.
Uh-oh. Don't say that.
My colleagues are largely students who are studying in college in subjects this bitch couldn't even spell.
Oh, man. What? Out the gate, just tearing this person apart. What did she do?
That's what she told that to.
You know.
I hate that. There's no need for it. Some of our youngsters are 16 and in their first jobs. I really feel for them sometimes.
Oh, you gotta be careful because when they're young, they break easily.
Yeah, that's why it's like with the customer, this nasty cow of a
I
bitch.
just feel kind of bad about these kids getting just fucking ripped to shreds by some old asshole.
Taking subjects this bitch couldn't even spell.
Jesus.
Good Lord. Like, that was just brutal off the bat.
Spell math, bitch.
ATH.
God.
Alrighty, next one is
I
by
don't need to spell math. I got a calculator.
the calculator.
You never get a calculator, never. They just having a full, like, the next week you're gonna have a fucking different one, right? It's gonna be her from her point of view.
This dirty whore.
This fucking buck dude. Goddamn intellectual, as he'd like to refer himself as.
That's exactly what it would be, too. I guarantee that would be fucking hilarious if that was all
Like, look at 8 different posts from me, both of them just going back and forth for like a year.
That'd be hilarious. So, next one is by Few Lobster 7961. This person puts, so one day I was answering the phone and the first thing out of this lady's mouth was, okay, here's what you're going to do.
Oh shit, it's a fucking robbery.
First, you're going to look on the shelf to see if it's there, and if it's not, you're going to look at the computer. To this point, I have no idea what she's looking for because she hasn't said so. I interrupt her, and I say, so, what is it that you're looking for? Her, obviously annoyed that I cut her off mid-telling me how to do my job. She says,
Did you want him to scan it, pay for it, and put it in a bag for her, and leave it in the parking, in a park 2 miles from here, under the bench?
she says, I'm looking for the dog food that comes in a red can. I'm like, okay, hold on a second.
In a red can, you say? We got ones that come in a blue can.
I don't bother looking in the aisle nor on the computer.
Oh, you gotta at least look.
Nor on the computer. For a good 5 minutes. Then, whenever I pick back up and I tell her no, we no longer have it and it's been discontinued, she proceeds to berate me for being the rudest employee she's spoken to at my place, and she's been a customer for 35 years.
35 years. We've only been open for 7, ma'am. Will you have to work in the store afterwards?
My store has only been open for 15. As she's going on, I interrupt her again, telling her to have a great day and hang up. Don't be rude, and don't tell me how to do my job. I know better than you.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
Maybe about the company.
Well, yeah.
Like that far, maybe. It's like, but it's like So what you're gonna do first? It's like, bitch, who the fuck do you think you are?
Like, who this?
New number, who did? Alrighty, and last one is by little light cap.
Little light cap.
This person puts, I've never been on this subreddit before, and I don't know if it's worth posting. I'm just so unreasonably frustrated. Even though this is focusing on a single customer, I flared it as fuck this job because the whole thing sucks right now.
Damn, must have been brutal.
I only make $9.25 an hour before taxes because I've been working at a nonprofit for years. The low pay has always sucked, but I tolerate it because it is flexible scheduling that works with my college classes.
Non-profits.
I can only afford to work at this job because I live with my family. I cashier at the most isolated position in a separate building than all my other coworkers or managers. So, over the last 5 years, I've been dealing with crazy incidents all on my own with no way to get help.
But I bet you I bet you have like a deep level of experience.
I've never had a single complaint. It's also a thrift store, and I've developed a dust allergy. I can't afford food ATM because a surprise bill took all my money.
Damn.
So I was balancing some free chips and coffee from the break room, and I'm unlocking the door when some lady with a kid is waiting in the break room.
How'd they get in there?
Just walked in there, I guess.
You said you unlocked the door, so how were they there?
Don't know.
We've been here since yesterday.
And I'm unlocking my door whenever while some lady and kid is waiting. She reaches for my food, asking me to let her help me, and I just tell her to stop. Otherwise, she's going to make me lose my balance and drop my food. I can't afford a new coffee or food.
I'm broke, bitch, don't you see?
She tells me, I was going to shop at your store but decided not to because you're so nasty. I say, that's fine, ma'am. You have a nice day too. Just out of nowhere. I was going to shop at your store, but you're fucking nasty.
I'm real confused now. Is it still going? Okay, go ahead.
She returns later and asks me for my name to report me. I give it to her, and she ends there. It's so minor it doesn't even matter, but I'm so unreasonably angry that it took me an hour to stop shaking. It doesn't even matter, and I'm just venting. I don't know why I'm so upset.
I'm thinking he worded it wrong, but
I think he worded it wrong.
Because I thought they were in the break room.
I think that he may have come out of the break room with his food and his chips and his drink.
And then he was unlocking the door to the thrift store. It was like,
right. I think that's what it was supposed to be.
He was like, she tried to come in, the door was locked. She's like, no.
And then her kid tried to take his food. Her food.
I thought he was grabbing for, and I thought the mom was grabbing the food to help him.
Yeah, one of the two of them, but it's like, regardless, customers trying to reach for your shit.
Yeah, that's a bit too much.
Like, fuck you. What the fuck are you doing?
Like when they touch me. I don't like that.
Oh, there was another post on there, but I didn't include it. It was called, Stop Touching Me.
Yeah. Don't touch employees, people.
There's no reason for it at all.
Don't touch us for anything. Your goddamn dirty hands to yourself, you goddamn monkeys. I sound like the guy from A Planet of the Apes. Goddamn dirty apes.
You damn dirty ape.
Yeah, that one where fucking Charles Heston just loses his shit and he starts talking.
Yeah.
Then he tried to fuck one of the monkeys, so.
That is true. He did, didn't he?
So there you go. He got over it. It's a good movie, by the way. Some of the best practical effects ever. Because they were all just costumes.
Yeah.
And they moved really well. You thought they were real fucking beings.
I think until Lord of the Rings came along with practical effects, that was the movie that
The President.
Yeah.
The Precedent. Not the President. Or it said the Precedent.
The Precedent.
Precedent. Pretty much it said President and President.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, basically.
It's almost the same word. It's a homophone.
Yeah.
See, words that you never hear in classes anymore. Homophone.
Homosexual?
Not homophone.
Homophone means that words that sound similar but are different.
Exactly.
The more you learn.
Something that you'll never hear in school anymore because they're not going to teach it to you. If you understand what the words mean now, I'm not saying no homo.
Oh, man.
But
yeah, that is just really trying to just grab his stuff.
Yeah. And then you're nasty. I don't want to come in here no more.
Well, like, get out.
He could have acted like that last person and said, "This cow of a bitch."
That person was mad.
Yes, this big bone bitch walked in here.
This goddamn sea slug from the depths of the ocean somehow found itself on land.
This beached manatee.
Goddamn beluga whale.
This gelatinous heifer. There's so many other.
He was so mad.
There's probably a bunch more going through his head too with that. Just couldn't think of the right words for it. Cow's the first thing that came to mind.
Probably, yeah.
She's probably wearing one of those white and black zebra.
Those huge, like, pregnancy suits or dresses.
Yeah.
Like that Homer used to wear. As soon as the moo-moos.
The moo. A cow. Moo.
Yeah, there you go. That's what he was thinking.
But that's all I got for Reddit today. Anything else to add before we head out?
I don't know. I used to be such a shy introvert, and I hardly ever talk to people in my daily life. And ever since working at a retail store these last several years,
You become an extrovert really fast.
extrovert, I can talk to women easily. I don't mind. I don't know. It's just easy.
Things don't bother you so much. You deal with stupidity on a daily basis.
Yeah. The width and depth and length of human ineptitude is profoundly deep,
Yes, it is.
and I just deal with it.
And that is why there is a such thing as a.
And that is why they can't make trash cans to stop bears,
Yes.
because the overlap between the smartest bear and the dumbest human is too great.
But they just can't do it.
Because if they made listen to me, people, if they made a trash can at the fucking park that could keep bears out of the trash cans, the smartest bears out of the trash can, it means that they would keep out the dumbest of people.
Yes.
That is what I'm trying to tell you. That is how bad human intelligence is sometimes at the lowest spectrum. I'm not talking about like mental deficiency. I'm talking about real stupidity
Yes.
of people not even wanting to learn.
Yes. Like ignorance.
Just, yeah, the level of ignorance of some people is truly astonishing.
People that push in whenever it says pull.
Yeah. People that eat shampoo.
People that eat Tide Pods.
People that eat Tide Pods.
Yes. Those people exist.
People that eat a burrito in the middle. Fuck, you fucking animal. You fucking animal. Why would you break a burrito in the middle?
People that are like Seinfeld where they cut a Snickers bar with a fork and knife.
Yeah, the pseudo sophisticated.
But
It's a hand food. Just eat it.
But with that,
I'm sorry, I'm not done. Let me think here.
oh, there's a bunch of dumb people. People that eat crust first
Crust first.
on a pizza.
Ugh. Who the fuck would do that?
Apparently, according to a poll, 25% of people.
Why would they eat the crust first? Like, I want to get the bad stuff out of the way first.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you hold on to then? Where do you grab it from?
People that stand to wipe.
Oh. Well, I stand, well, I wipe, and then I wipe again, right? And then I stand up to wipe the excess water, but not the actual shit, you know?
But people that do
Like, just wipe the full thing out while they just stand up with their dookie? Damn.
there's dumb people in this world.
You know your butt cheeks clenches right when you stand. It's not as easy to wipe the whole fucking. You're like,
I know that's why you're holding one.
yeah, like the back of your fucking, like the very deep inside of your ass. You're probably wiping so many stains on your fucking underwear. You didn't wipe deep. You gotta wipe deep. You gotta almost shove that fucking toilet paper in your asshole.
No homo.
Or you know, if you like that, all homo. People that eat glue and crayons.
Well, that's why they're non-toxic. Because
If they weren't, they'd be fucking dead.
they would have been dead a long time ago.
People that had to reformat the fridge because they kept fucking getting themselves locked inside and dying.
People that used to smell those permanent markers.
That shit is strong. If you dizzy as hell, like I'm real.
You know the ones I'm talking about? There?
Yeah.
The ones that used to have like a fruit smell and stuff to them.
Fuck, I'm dead.
They can't even sell those anymore, really.
I'm surprised they can sell scented erasers. Your kids are just like, nah, we're like Skittles.
That reminds me though, I actually had a classmate whenever I was in elementary school. They used to have those gel pens that would have a smell to them whenever you'd write. This bitch cracked them open and ate them.
Well, you break a bone marrow.
And she would suck it out of the.
Jesus.
There was a day that she did that, and she got this like light baby blue ink all over her face and her hands and everything. This is like 5th grade.
That's like almost level of like when you start having some sentience of, not being. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you start realizing maybe that's not the best of ideas.
She's sucking that shit out of the gel.
That is weird.
That bitch is crazy.
Wonder what she's doing now. Or is she like Harvard educated?
Now instead of sucking stuff out of that, she's over there shooting stuff up. That addiction kicked in real quick. You'll see her with a
Fucking
syringe full of blue liquid.
all over her fucking veins.
It's all gel pen ink.
Jesus Christ. I always wondered about people from the past. Whether they've changed or they stayed the same person. I've changed vastly from just the few years I've worked in retail. I'm battle hardened.
Yes, but it changes you.
It changes me deeply.
And it changes almost everybody that works in retail.
I think it's good for people to work in retail.
Yeah.
If you constantly deal with humanity, you're better able to deal with humanity.
Yeah.
Humanity. Makes me wonder if I'm an alien. They just fucking trap me on this fucking planet as punishment.
This is your purgatory.
This is my fucking purgatory.
Retail hell. Which is the subreddit, by the way. Retail hell.
Another one? All my subreddits are pornographic. I have a very high libido. It never stops. If I went cold turkey, I'd probably have a nervous breakdown.
But then you'd write a masterpiece.
I probably would write the next War and Peace if I didn't. If I went 1 week without anything pornographic, sexual, or anything, I either become the Joker or become Batman.
Well, it is
A very fine line.
It is in November.
No, it's not. It's December 3rd.
November.
It's over. It's only November.
It's only November. You got people that are still going
For what?
because it can't get out.
I tried to do November, right? I lasted midnight 45 minutes. November 1st. You know what? I'm going to try. Let's see what I go if I go celibate. I guess you'll see me on the news. Madman invents time travel.
Madman kills everybody.
No, I don't want to hurt anybody. Guess that's it. The challenge begins. Watch the day I do no nut anything, I'd start running into porn stars in real life. It's like, oh no, stay away from me. You temptress.
With that, we will see you guys on the next one.
You might not see me though.
Die from cum.